Here's what's happening in the City of Rockville. We'll give you a preview of this year's summer camps, recap Rockville's Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration, and get you geared up for Valentine's Day by showing you why our residents love Rockville. This is all the latest news in the city. This is Rock 11 Now. Hello and welcome to the February edition of Rock 11 Now. I'm your host, Morgan Lash. The Mayor and Council will give a third and final fiscal year 2016 budget preview on Monday, February 9th. This preview will focus on property tax revenue and will give a detailed look at City Manager Barb Matthews' proposed additions to the budget. On March 23rd, the City Manager's proposed budget will be formally introduced and the Mayor and Council will hold their first budget work session. This will be followed by public hearings on March 30th, April 13th, and April 20th. The public record will then close on April 21st. A final work session will be held on May 4th, and the budget will be adopted on May 18th. For more information, visit rockvillemd.gov/budget or call the Finance Department at 240-314-8400. Monday's budget preview and all of the following meetings will be broadcast live right here on Channel 11 starting at 7 p.m. The Mayor and Council are still gathering feedback from community members on the Planning Commission's draft of Rockville's Pike Plan. You can get involved through work sessions and public hearings. Work sessions are scheduled to be held at City Hall at 7 p.m. on Thursday, February 12th, Monday, February 23rd, Wednesday, February 25th, and Monday, March 2nd. The last public hearing is scheduled for Thursday, March 5th. To read the plan or its 9-page summary, go online to rockvillemd.gov/rockville'spike. Mayor Bridget Donnell Newton recently gave Rockville's 2015 State of the City Address titled Rockville, the City That Energizes. The State of the City Address is available on City's YouTube channel and will air right here on Channel 11 throughout February. Go to rockvillemd.gov/YouTube. Rockville held its 43rd annual Martin Luther King Jr. Celebration on January 19th with a special program at Richard Montgomery High School. This year was a huge hit with performances, speeches, and awards. If you missed the event, Rockville 11's Colby Ford has a full recap.
I'm Colby Ford with Rockville 11. Today, the nation is celebrating a civil rights hero. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and I'm here at Richard Montgomery High School for the 43rd annual celebration. It was the 43rd annual celebration of Dr. King's legacy, and the Mayor and Council of Rockville reflected on the ways the city strives to live the dream.
I think he'd be proud of Rockville in our progress in our Human Rights Commission and all the things that we're doing to have the conversation and to bring about a greater acceptance of people.
We have a very diverse community. I think he'd be proud of that. And we constantly strive to make it a better place to live, work, and enjoy for all people.
Martin Luther King is one of our greatest Americans in terms of bringing us together, bridging the gaps, and showing us the kind of country that we can be. Rockville has done this for 43 years straight, and every year it's fresh. Every year it's new.
What it says to me is people care. People want to remember the legacy of the Dr. Martin Luther King, as well as they want to demonstrate their commitment to diversity and inclusion, and thankfully that we do live in a pluralistic society, and we celebrate that here in Rockville.
It just shows how far we've come, MLK and his dream. It just shows how it's manifested over the years, and this is kind of, it's not, of course the journey isn't over, but this is kind of the accumulation of things, so it's nice to see how far we've come.
Keynote speaker Patrice Gaines summarized the beloved community, which was the theme of this year's celebration.
In the beloved community, there will be no need for thank you, because giving and receiving will be a natural cycle, each their own reward.
Dr. King talked about the importance of creating a beloved community. Even he didn't really see integration as like the goal. The goal was beyond that.
The event also featured a variety of performances, each with their own style of expressing Dr. King's ultimate goal.
in the part of our piece when we threw out our weapons, the bats and the guns and things like that, the audience clapped. So I think that shows that they understood what our message was, and that was to live in a peaceful society without the violence and the fighting, and come together and build something.
For Rock 11 Now, I'm Colby Ford.
Watch the entire 2-hour special right here on Channel 11 throughout February and on demand on the City of Rockville's YouTube channel. Go to rockvillemd.gov/Rockville11 for more information. Throughout February, Rockville 11 recognizes Black History Month with special programming on the City of Rockville's YouTube channel. 3 different programs will run. The first is an interview with Councilmember Virginia D. Onley, who in 2013 became the first African-American woman elected to the Mayor and Council. In the second program, local historian Eileen McGuckin leads a tour of historic African-American sites throughout Rockville. The third is a 13-minute documentary titled Montgomery to Montgomery, an Incidental Encounter with History, where Rockville resident France Wilson reflects on his time in Montgomery, Alabama during the height of the Civil Rights Movement. Find all of these programs on the city's YouTube channel. Go to rockvillemd.gov/YouTube. The City of Rockville is proud of its employees who work tirelessly to provide the best possible service to residents. We spoke with Hillary Hurlbut on why having healthy city employees is important for both the city and its residents.
Live Well, the city's wellness program, is one of the first of its kind. And while the physical benefits may not be as obvious to citizens, Wellness Coordinator Hillary Hurlbut assures us that healthy employees equal happier residents.
Obviously, the city's residents are our top customers, and we want to do our best to serve them and serve them well. And so this is a way, it's kind of a win-win, when employees are healthier and happier, they're better, they're at their job more, so their productivity can go up, their attendance goes up, their motivation in their job, less migraines, less doctor's appointments, fewer issues that take you away from doing your job. So the healthier we are, actually, the better we perform, as well as the reduced medical care costs. The healthier we are, the fewer medical care claims that we have, and so that also helps the bottom line as well as far as, medical expenses.
The wellness program provides employees with several options to maintain a healthy lifestyle, allowing them to recharge and focus on providing the best possible service.
We offer programs here from exercise classes that we're in the middle of right now, to lunch and learns, to health fairs, on-site flu shot screenings and biometric screenings, all kinds of things, health coaching throughout the year to help employees be healthy while they're at work.
For Rockville 11, I'm Colby Ford.
The city's efforts are definitely paying off, as Rockville just earned a spot on the Washington Business Journal's list of Greater Washington's healthiest employers for the 4th year in a row. The Rockville City Police Department braved the cold for a good cause in the 19th annual Polar Bear Plunge. For the 4th year in a row, Canine Officer Boomer joined his 2-legged colleagues in the water. All proceeds benefit Special Olympics Maryland. So far, Rockville police have raised just shy of $3,000 from the event. Half of that was raised by Boomer. If you haven't donated yet, it's not too late. Just head to plungemd.com to show your support. Last month, the Glenview Mansion transformed into a one-stop shop for every couple planning a wedding, as they hosted the 16th annual Wedding Expo. There were over 30 vendors and exhibits on display. Rockville 11's Chloe Leschner has the recap.
Guests met event planners, decorators, and caterers and looked for cakes, invitations, flowers, and even dresses.
I think what really sets us apart is that because we are a mansion, we can only allow a certain amount of vendors into the space. So it's really accommodating for our guests to be able to talk one-on-one with the different vendors and procure some of their services for their special day.
The personal aspect of the expo made it an enjoyable and comfortable place to start the planning process.
I came here because I needed ideas, and this gave me a lot of ideas, and I dragged my maid of honor, so she gets used to it.
It's really cool. I've learned a lot, seeing different things like the photo booth over there.
Yeah,
I would have
cool.
never thought of that before, but I absolutely have to have it now.
The event wasn't just open to those getting ready to walk down the aisle.
People have milestones in their lives all the time. It can be for birthdays, it could be for brisses, it could be for just ceremonies or receptions. It can be for conferences or networking events. So really, the vendors you see here today can be used for any type of event you may have.
Many guests left feeling that the historic mansion could be the perfect spot for their celebration.
It's actually, you know, if I wanted to have my wedding here, it's nice to look at the mansion also.
Well, the mansion is gorgeous. When you rent out the mansion, you get the entire mansion, first and second floor. The second floor is an art gallery, and of course it includes the formal gardens, which is absolutely spectacular in the spring and the fall and the summer.
If you missed the event, you can always schedule a tour of the Glenview Mansion. For more information, go online to rockvillemd.gov/Glenview or call 240-314-8660. For Rockville 11, I'm Chloe Leschner.
Mark your calendars for Saturday, February 28th and join Rockville to celebrate the Lunar New Year. The celebration will take place from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the F. Scott Fitzgerald Theater and will feature performances, exhibits, and samples of Asian cuisine. For more information, go to rockvillemd.gov/APA Task Force or rockvillemd.gov/Lunar New Year. Rockville Mayor Bridget Newton was joined by Gaithersburg Mayor Judd Ashman and County Council member Sidney Katz to discuss topics affecting our corner of the county, including transportation, schools, diversity, and economic development. The discussion, called Meet the Mayors, was hosted by Montgomery Community Media's Sonia Burke. The special will run throughout the month of February right here on Channel 11. To see exact air dates and times, go to rockvillemd.gov/Rockville11/schedule or watch on demand at rockvillemd.gov/YouTube. For this month's episode of Meet Your Neighbor, we'll introduce you to Crystal and Antoine Hawkins, a couple dedicated to preparing young girls of today to be tomorrow's leaders.
Mentors have always played an important role in Crystal and Antoine Hawkins' life. Founded in February 2014, Young Women of Society has set out to mold better daughters, sisters, leaders, and greater women of society.
This was our first banner created. Mentors was in my life, majority of my life. The main story I can remember is my senior teacher doing the adopted senior program. And she paid for my whole prom, got my dress made, got my hair done. And so that's what makes mentoring just awesome to me, because it's needed. It's just needed.
You know, when you're growing up and you see a need for that, it's like, you know, you have to put something in place because, you know, I once was there before, and her as well.
The nonprofit organization meets bi-monthly and provides the girls with mentors, ways to engage in their community, and has workshops that focus on health, character building, leadership, and core values.
What made me start Young Women of Society is I was trying to cater to the girls who are wearing the crop tops, the face full of makeup, the ones who look like they're being neglected. And come to find out, they have supporting parents. It's just the kids are taken to negativity, and that's what's influencing them to do what they're doing. So it's not the parents, it's actually what the kids are being exposed to when they go to schools, when they go out in the world. You know, Facebook, social media is really raising the kids right now.
With 4 girls of their own, Crystal and Antoine saw a need to provide young girls with a sense of identity and belonging, and work with the parents in order to provide a template for achievement.
Just the fact that some moms find it mandatory for their daughters to come to these workshops, that's exciting to me, because like one of the girls, she have her grandmother raising her, and just the fact that her grandmother is 60-something years old, she's like, you know, like, God bless you. And I'm just like, no, you are one of the reasons I do stuff like that, because I want her to learn how to appreciate you.
In July 2014, Crystal was recognized as a hometown hero by a local radio station, and realizing that there was more work to be done, she applied and received the Youth Practitioner Scholarship from the Howard and Geraldine Pollinger Family Foundation and started her course to becoming a youth development practitioner.
We went to WPGC 95.5, and the girls met Sunny in the City, and they met Justine Love was our tour, our guider that day. We went into this room, she spoke with the girls for about 20 minutes. I didn't even expect her to do it, but it was like that great aunt that you have who wants to give you that knowledge, like, hey girls, you gotta be doing this and doing that, and I was like, yes. But when we left, I received a phone call about 2 weeks later. And I received the email, and she said that we were looking for a hometown hero, and it just so happened, well, her words were, it was God that led me to your business card that was laying outside on the brick wall. And she was like, when I saw it, I was just like, I have to reach out to you.
With its diverse population and engaged civic community, the city of Rockville was a natural fit for this couple's generosity.
We love Rockville. We've been in Rockville since 2009 and love it. We had the opportunity to move to Gaithersburg this year, and we was just like, no, we're just gonna stay in Rockville. It's a great place to raise your kids, for one. It's not a surprise for the kids to, have a Caucasian friend or an Asian friend or a Chinese friend. This is normal to them. As to when we was growing up, that wasn't normal. But now it's just normal for the kids to have different type of friends, and that's the best part. That's how it's supposed to be.
When asked if they had any parting words of wisdom for today's youth, they said,
I would just tell them, look for wise people. Talk, ask questions.
Listen to your parents.
Of course, listen to your parents.
Stay in school.
Of course, stay in school. Don't try to be like other people.
Just say no.
Don't go with the hype. Just be yourself.
Be yourself, yeah.
And stay a kid as long as you can stay a kid, because there's no rush.
If you or anyone you know would like to contribute or find out more about Young Women of Society, contact ywofsociety@gmail.com. For Rockville 11, I'm Rosie Snowdy.
The weather might still be chilly, but that doesn't mean it's too early to start thinking about all of the camps that will be heating up Rockville this summer. We'll give you a first look at what to expect this summer.
Celebrating over 50 years of successful camp fun, the City of Rockville's Department of Recreation and Parks is ready to rock your summer.
We offer a wide variety of programs, from arts, we have Way Off Broadway and pottery, to sports, baseball, soccer, a multi-sports camp. So we have a wide variety of programs.
While Rockville's summer camps are all about the kids, the city holds their staff to the highest standards. Camp leaders are often selected for their experience, enthusiasm, and ability to work well with children.
I've been a camper for the City of Rockville summer camp since I was old enough to sign up. And then I was a leader in training for 3 years and then a counselor for 2 years. As a camper, I really admired the staff and I saw them all as role models, so I really wanted to become one of those for all the campers.
You never want a kid to go through camp like looking at the clock, like looking at see how much the day is left in camp. So, I mean, I just like being able to work with kids, and like if you're able to do some game and you're able to make them smile and make them have a good time, it really gives you a good feeling.
Rockville camp staff undergo reference and background checks as part of the hiring process to ensure the safety of your kids.
We put our staff through several training periods. 90% of them will be certified in CPR and first aid. We have several evenings of training for them, and we will have people come in and speak to them on behavior management and child development. How you handle a 5-year-old or respond to a 5-year-old is vastly different on how you would respond to a 10-year-old. So we like to give our staff that basis, that training. It gives them a lot of confidence in working with the children.
While each year brings a different camp experience for both the kids and the staff, one thing's for sure: the city is here to make your summer one to remember.
This summer I was a leader at the pottery camp, So we teach them how to use a wheel and teach them how to make different little creations out of clay. And then, of course, we go to the pool and play sports and arts and crafts with them. So we do a lot of different stuff.
Whether it's we're going to the pool and I'm in the pool with a bunch of kids throwing them around, and they're just having a good time, or if we're going on my Camp Quest, we go on field trips. I mean, as much as I'm trying to make it fun for the kids, it's also fun for me at the same time. We're playing laser tag, we're going ice skating.
Whether it's instructing kids on a new art project or teaching them a defensive move in soccer, Rockville Summer Camp staff aim to make a difference in each child's life.
It's just made me realize like how important it is to, care for the younger people and really help them grow as individuals.
Just I'm able to put a smile on a camper's face when they're not having the best day. It's just a really good feeling.
We're looking forward to another wonderful, safe summer.
Registration for this year's summer camps is ongoing. To view the entire camp guide, visit rockvillemd.gov/camps. For more information, call 240-314-8620 or email camps@rockvillemd.gov.
With Valentine's Day upon us, the Rockville 11 team took to the streets to find out all about our residents' first love, Rockville. Here's why Rockville residents love the city so much.
I love Rockville because I love the schools in Rockville, the recreation department, the parks, and all the wonderful activities that we can do in Rockville. That's no other place I have ever been.
I think Rockville offers a great variety amongst all the different communities. The 3 local community centers and the nature center offer great services to anywhere from toddlers to adults. We offer different kinds of programs, exercise classes, a wonderful toddler program, and I just think it's a great place to live and work and play.
Well, I've lived here a majority of my life, and we've got RTC, we've got the Thomas Farms Community Center, great schools like Wooten High School represent, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things to love about Rockville, but those are probably the main points.
All right, so I moved to Rockville when I was about 10 or 11, and one thing I like about it is just the diversity of the community. I feel like I have friends that are from different cultures all over the world. And it's a big melting pot, kind of representative of the DC area that we live in, and it really sets you up for the real world when you get older. I'm still in school right now, but when you get older, there's going to be people from different backgrounds, different experiences, and Rockville helps you prepare for that.
I love Rockville because it is a very well-developed city. It has really good city services. It's a clean, low-crime city. I love the fact that the shopping and all of those types of things are available. School system is really, really excellent. I'm from Washington, D.C. I appreciate that there are enough things to do out here, but you can see a lot of different things coming along and different things like as far as entertainment and that type of thing.
I love Rockville for the incredible diversity that I got to experience growing up. It has given me a much broader perspective on life in multicultural communities than I think I would get in almost any other place. The incredible school systems have really also prepared me for everything beyond here. And the great situations like this with ice skating, regularly, seasonally, and the opportunities for entertainment.
I love Rockville because it is a small piece of the real world. It's very diverse. You have a lot of different kinds of people here, a lot of economic groups here, but everybody blends together well. I was fortunate enough for my son to go to school here at Twin Brook. That's how I ended up here, as I volunteered so much. But he loved this school, and he'll tell anybody that he considers himself very lucky to be in Rockville too. We have great libraries, we have great people, great communities, the rec centers. I don't know where to stop because there's so many good things about Rockville.
To show that Rockville loves you back, we have a number of Valentine's Day events throughout the month of February. Go online to rockvillemd.gov/valentinesevents for details. That's all the time we have for this month's edition of Rock 11 Now. I'm your host, Morgan Lash. Remember that many city facilities will be closed in observance of President's Day on Monday, February 16th. Go to rockvillemd.gov for more details, and be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter @Rockville11, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for exclusive web content. On behalf of the entire team here at Rockville 11, thanks for watching.